name is Scott for SP Gaming. We're back here in Her Story, and where we left off, I had done a search for Rapunzel. We came across 5 entries, and I did that search because it was a term of interest to me, among a few other names, like Eric, which brought up something about the rock, and which led to other things. We did a search for money, we did a search for some other stuff, and yeah. Anyway, what we are going to do is carry on, and I actually went back off screen and watched this video a few times and added a few more terms to the list of this clip here. So what we are going to do next is I might skip these for now because I still have some terms of interest. And yeah, we are going to do a search for Diane, which is, of course, Eric's wife. Diane comes up at least 5 times. We've seen 3 of them already, and there's one where she's holding the guitar. Yeah, how about that? Whether that... No, that would have came after the sing-along with Hannah. Anyway, we are going to do this 41-second clip that happened on the 30th.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off Masterchef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find Fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten Fennel?
Oh, have you ever eaten Fennel? Achievement unlocked. Interesting. All right. There's a lot of stuff in there. Whether she's said any of these terms more than once, that's a whole other matter.
He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house.
Okay.
Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour.
I'm assuming they went
Diane
off
is a really good cook,
to their place.
into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off Masterchef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Grossman bit. Something off
Masterchef and Ceefax. I have no idea if she's going to say those terms again, but...
Not really. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines.
Grossman.
I had to find Fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever...
Grossman. Fennel. You know what? Yeah. We are going to add that to the session, like everything. And just going to, yeah, put some commas in there because of reasons. Anyway, we are going to watch this, and then I want to see if there's more on Fennel. Anyway, 17-second clip, most likely after she played her little song.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Alright.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Alright, I didn't really see anything of interest there. And I'm just curious. Oh, we filled in a few more details. So that's nice to see. I wonder... Yeah, alright. What else is here that we can do? Yeah, I was going to go back to this one. Let's follow up with some of these. Fennel. She only says it once. Okay. No problem there. Masterchef. Only that one time. Only at one time. So it's only relevant then. So yeah, I'm going to skip the Lloyd Grossman. You know what? Nope. Okay. So yeah, we'll skip that line of thinking. So the term Diane did not really come... Actually, how many was in there? Diane. 5 clips. So we've seen all the clips where the name Diane has come up with. Eric, though, is 14 clips. And we've seen a lot of them. So what I'm going to do is do a search for... There's another woman that she's talked about. Eleanor. 6 entries found. We've seen at least one of them. So there's one other we most likely have not seen because that name popped up. I was like, who's Eleanor? So it's entirely possible there's one other clip here about Elenor. Anyway, what does she say on the 25th about Elenor? Oh, add a session.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Doug. There's another name. I'm guessing Doug is Eleanor's wife.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Alright. Doug. Worried. You know, sorry is a term I've also wanted to look for, so we'll do that. It's already been added because I thought I clicked play. Let's go on to this 1 and 4 second clip about Elenor.
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Interesting. Alright, what else is in there?
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage. And she still has a secret like that.
Have I done a search for secret? No, I don't think I have. Which would be a very good search to do. Secret, secret, secret. Nope. Alright, well. Secret is now at the top of my list. I think. I'm not going to add this to the list. If you saw... Actually, no, I will. if you saw in that clip any terms we might want to search for or anything at all, nothing really stuck out at me. And I imagine nothing will probably stick out with you. But if you have any suggestions or ideas, if things we can pull out of that, then I would be quite interested to know. Anyway, we'll move on to this clip. That was only 1 minute and 4 seconds. This is 1 minute and 24 seconds. How much is this? 41 seconds. Yeah, about that. This is about Eleanor.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay, so she's giving a... that was a few minutes after. She's giving an account of what happened on... Was it the... she's giving the account on a day... What... Okay, I'm lost right now. What? I had a train of thought. It was related to... Nope. Let's just watch it again.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked.
Wait a minute, she...
You can tell because the key doesn't turn on the end of the road. Walked up,
knocked on the door.
No answer.
So...
I took my keys out of my bag on the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer.
Why would she knock on the door?
I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper.
Yep.
But he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there.
Okay.
I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric.
I so wish there was a pause
then
button.
I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened.
Okay. I'd hoped that the spacebar would pause the video, but yeah, that's the thing. I really wish there was a pause button so that we can just pause it at a certain point. So everything up until she gets to the front door and she knocks on the door indicates that that's her place. Why would she be knocking on her place? That's Simon and Hannah's home. She went to the bedroom. The kitchen is where he has his tea when he's reading the newspaper. She went upstairs. What did she say? She had a shower? The phone rang She must have assumed it was just Eric. She called Eric and Diane, or no, not Eric and Diane, Doug and Eleanor, I think, unless that was from another clip. Yeah, I bet that. I'm going to add it to session.
Okay.
But
I parked up in the street. It was
yeah.
my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left.
She's very,
Sam's coat. You can
she's
tell
very
because
specific
the key doesn't
about
turn when
this.
you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Sam's coat wasn't. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left.
Okay, so I'm assuming
I walked in. I couldn't see his
they have
shoes in the
two
shoe rack.
locks on
I
the
shouted
door,
out.
and I wish there was a
I
pause
walked
button
straight
so I
into the
could
kitchen
talk through
because
this.
he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper.
Yeah,
He wasn't
kettle was
cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing.
Yeah,
Because it was pretty clear. Shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. Exhausted.
She laid on the bell and
So I
fell asleep.
I
Yeah.
didn't mean to. Surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. That's when Eric called again. This time. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing.
Yeah.
Left.
Everything
I
she's talking
walked
about
in, Simon's.
indicates
You
that
can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn.
this is her house that she's in. Why would she need to knock on the door? Yeah, I think I added to the session. All right, let's take a look at this last clip. There could be one more with Elenor. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's one more with Elenor, as I think we only found it in this one clip the turn. Although, wait a minute. Oh yeah, she says in the clip that she called Doug and Eleanor. Okay. Let's take a look at this 41-second clip.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave.
Wait a minute.
So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Yeah, I imagine. So this, obviously...
1984 was an
1984.
awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So
Oh, wait a minute.
when they discovered the bodies, it was just...
Doug and Eleanor is
Because
Simon's
of the circumstances,
parents.
them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
Okay, now
A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
So back in 1980... Wait, what? Okay.
1984
1984, okay. They were
was
living...
an awful year in the end.
That's when her parents died.
We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
Okay, yeah. So
It
baby
was
is
a
in
hot
spring.
summer, a heat wave.
So it was 10 years ago
So
she had...
when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Really? They died because of the heat. Oh, interesting. I wonder if I've done a search for... No, I haven't done a search for police. I think it's come up in some of the past clips. But, yeah, about that. Alright, so Doug and Elenor... Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Doug and Elenor is Simon's parents. All right. All right. So with that search done, is there anything secret? Done all those. Doug. Have I done a search for Doug? No, I haven't. Well, that's what I'm going to do now. And there's one clip in these 5 that we haven't seen of Doug. There are 6 clips total with the word Doug. This is a 28-second clip on the 25th of June.
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the 2 of us. There's always been pressure. I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids.
Okay.
So you see,
it's always
been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the 2 of us. There's always been pressure.
All right, I'm not sure about that, but I'm probably going to leave that clip as that. We've pretty much seen all the other clips with Doug, except the last one here, which, yeah, I don't know much about, so I'm going to leave that. And so Doug and Eleanor are done. There's a few. Brighton. She's mentioned it once. She only said it once. Paddington. I'm assuming, yep. She was talking about, I guess, the coat that he was wearing when he went missing or would have taken with him. I'm also going to search for Cavalier, because that's the type of car she drives. And she's only said the word once, car. All right. There's 12 clips here for the term car. And where are we on? Okay, so fill in a little bit more details. I'm going to take a look at this one here. 21 seconds. What does she say about car?
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away, so I took the car.
Okay, and that's the same clip, or not the same clip, the same set of interviews where she was talking about Glasgow. Where, right here. Yeah. Told the story about going to Glasgow, cross country, payphone. This is the first time that Eric and Diane came up. There's watch for the anniversary gift. She went to the hospital, ran into a taxi driver. Yeah. Okay, so that's where that falls in. What's this one? Here?
I got in the car and I drove.
And that's what she did after their fight.
I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Yep, she says this.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away, so I took the car.
So took the car, and
I
then
got in the car
yep,
and
got in
I
the car.
drove. And just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped,
And this clip comes, yeah, not long after. Probably the inspector asks a few questions and then she responds.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there, and I... Excuse me. Is there a bin?
Oh, it's not what I wanted to hear. Yeah, I haven't really added any. Yeah, I haven't really added any. Let's listen to that one again.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there, and I...
We don't need to see anything else. So yeah, there's nothing I really want to add as tags. Let's take a look at this one. This is an 8-second clip. It's about a minute and a half after that one.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Anything
I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road.
Alright. About that. Well. Alright, so for the most part, I think I've gone through the terms I wanted to focus on. At least that last episode, but they ended up carrying into this episode, so I think that's going to be it where I'm going to leave off. If you have any terms you'd like me to focus on or search for, let me know down in the comments, and I will prioritize those terms on the next episode. Other than that, thank you for watching this episode of Her Story. My name is Scott for SB Gaming, and as always, have a good day.